Hey guys, how y'all doing? All right. Back to what I was talking about, like with the threats and blackmail pressers and dealing with traffickers. Like if you're in a situation, I mean, some people may be in a situation that they just need to, you know, leave just themselves or themselves and their pet or whatever it is that they have. That's they gotta take care of. Because some may be in a situation they can't grab anything because they feel it's too dangerous, but is it? Because sometimes people feel it is and it really isn't. But with human trafficking, sex trafficking, any kind of trafficking that has to do with people, their game, these evil wicked ones, is to get people like hooked on some kind of drug so that they have control of them, that they control what they get or whatever the heck it is. But they're doing that to keep people trapped. That's the mental prison. So you need to not look at it that way. There are people that get clean off of drugs that were hooked on really bad things, got clean, got off of it. Okay? So it absolutely can be done. Don't listen to what other people say. I mean, people sit there and say some shit to keep you trapped. They'll do anything to get you to believe in lies and bullshit. But there are things that really, really help. The music frequencies help a lot. There's other things that help. Well, I mean, cannabis is great for helping. I mean, they sell hemp and whatever they call it, CBD or whatever, at these stores that that's available. There's kratom. There's kratom tea. That's like a big help. All kinds of things that they have. Even plants that are really helpful to deal with pain and all these other issues. And if you know certain things, like you've got to make sure that you're dealing with the dehydration, because that's a lot of what's going on. People don't realize that, I guess, in whatever it was they were doing, that they've gotten dehydrated and didn't realize it. It tends to cover and mask things to where you keep going but don't realize you need water, you need fluids, you need salt. In order for water to get into your cells, you have to have salt. Okay? So you have to take care of yourself, and that includes getting off of drugs, learning to eat clean, getting your body, instead of in carbon, to crystalline. All right? That is healing your DNA. Okay? It changes everything. And there are people that, how can I put this, that are healers. So it's good to be around them, if you can be. But if you're going to be someone that's going to constantly harm one, to the point that they can't be around you anymore because it's that bad, you're going to have to work on yourself and things, whatever, until you can get to a point where you're not crossing boundaries, harming, others. That shit has got to stop. But that's the point of the isolation. It's in that isolation that you get healed. But like I said, this is about, God putting, families back together. Families can help heal each other. But you have to be able to look at your own reflection. Because if you don't look at your own reflection, what's going on, then God's going to bring someone to you, or allow, for people to run into each other, however you want to say it. Not physically run into each other, but you know what I'm saying? In such a way that the person that's not looking at their own reflection will meet someone who will be their mirror. Their empath mirror that is showing themselves to themselves. Could you imagine you being someone that you don't even know you're doing it, it's just automatic, but you're showing someone themselves to themselves and they're attacking you for it and calling you everything that they are, and they're not realizing that that's what's going on until they do realize it and see it? It's kind of like, oh shit, when they really have that moment. But when it comes to human trafficking, y'all, there's people that have been human trafficked, that have been essayed, which is the satanic abuse or satanic ritual abuse, like as kids, and don't even know it or realize it, but they'll sit there and say it about someone, that someone did something to them, and not realizing that they're really kind of saying it about themselves, but don't realize that that's what happened to them when they were young, things like that. But you have to be able to really look at things. You have to be able to really self-reflect. You're not going to be able to self-reflect if you're always around people. Those people that can never be alone. Man, you've got to be alone and sit and deal, Anyone that doesn't get healed and they go to be in a relationship, it's not going to work. You could have, one person healed and the other person not healed. It's just not going to work. It won't. So, get healed. Otherwise, it's just a waste of time. It's a time waster, is all it is. You know what I'm saying? So, don't always look at things the way that you're looking at things. That's the problem. That's why you've got to break out of that comfort zone. That is the issue. People just don't even see it or realize it, but it is the issue, You've got to break out of the monotony, do things differently. It helps you to see things. And if you've been through something that may have caused any kind of damage whatsoever to your brain or your mind, because they love to neuralize people. They love to barbarically, melt the brain. Trust me, I know. You need to take steps to help repair that. Just besides the music and stuff like that, you need to do, I've done like games to help the brain connections. People see me like maybe playing some video games and stuff, but it's because I'm doing things to help build back what's been torn down that these others, did to me with poisons and whatever. Like, if you're going to be a mirror and you're going to reflect people back to them and they don't realize that that's them and they're sitting there hating you and they don't realize who they were actually hating was themselves. That's kind of deep, if they can go that deep, to really sit there and think about it. These are people that really hate themselves and they don't know why. It's because something happened. You've got a wound somewhere and you've got to heal it. If you are anyone on this earth and you hate this or you hate that, now you can most certainly dislike something. Well, I hate evil. But I mean, I'm not talking about you hating evil, obviously, but you just see people, certain kind of people, whatever it is, oh, I hate those kind of people, or you hate this, and it's like, someone that's actually really hating, like, there really shouldn't be hate within you. You know what I mean? I don't hate none of these people. I actually have loved and cared about them and want to see them healed. It's knowing that there is something over them that makes them do what they do. And it's like you're trying to get them to not do anything worse that they make it so bad that they can never come back from. Like killing people. Animals. You don't do that. That should be the line where you're saying, what am I doing? People are out here, well, I'm a hunter or whatever, but you're a hunter, but you're living on Mother Earth, and she's what births these animals onto the land, and you think that you're going to go out and kill her animals, and that she's going to be all, oh, patting you on the back, huh? You don't think she's going to finally get tired of it and pull your fucking plug, huh? I mean, y'all really need to think about this. I mean, I want you to look at it like the Matrix, you can be unplugged. And what I mean by that is unplugged and not on the planet anymore. You can be put somewhere else that's really bad, where all the beings do is feed off each other. And when I say feed off each other, I mean like, a lot worse than what happens here. Everything's like hidden here, underground. They like to do stuff where people don't see it. So people say, no, that's not happening. It's like, are you even awake? Trust me when I tell you that red pill, you want to take it, or else you're going to get it shoved up your ass, which means it's going to be the biggest wake-up call you ever had, because you're not aware of what you're doing, and you're going to get caught and fucked up and end up looking like them, whoever the hell them people, Tate people. Well, what a name. Anyway, what is it? Tate Brothers, Andrew or something is one of the names, I don't know. not like I pay that much attention, but I saw enough. The guy sitting there bragging about it. And he's, I think I said it backwards. The covert narcissist is the one that hides everything, the one that just blurts it all out. I cannot remember exactly what type of narcissist that is right now. I don't know why. Usually I know this stuff. But that's what I mean. You can go through something that, these people do to damage your brain because they don't want you to tell things, whistle blow or do anything that helps people to heal, Don't free people from the cages that they put them in. What? Are you kidding me? Of course I'm going to. Every chance I get, People do not deserve to be caged, even by the mind or by other means. Fuck that. No. You're damn right. I'll sit here, go and tell the whole world whatever it takes for them to get out of any cage, mind cage, whatever, that other people are trying to put them in. Yeah, because it's usually women and children. Well, if it's women and children, that's everybody, because the children grow up. That's male and female. Hello? It's time for everybody to wake up and choose to heal so that they're not bitter and angry and full of fear, because usually fear is just, the anger. Well, hello? That's the cat, y'all. What is your rump doing in my face? Come on. I'm here, so therefore, What are you doing, kitty? What are you doing? Yes, I'm curious how that turned out on the video. You might hear purring. But, yes, I wasn't expecting that. I mean, I saw him down there, but next thing you know, here he is. But yeah, man, I mean, that's the worst thing, is to see people that are suffering and they're fighting you, and you're like, if you could only see, if this could only be broken to where you see it, and it's like, all right, cutie, can we? This cat just gotta be here, don't you? Come here. Ow! Just does not want to cooperate, do you? You can't be right in front of. You want to jump down? You cannot be right in front of the camera. This cat. I don't know what that's about. Give me attention, I guess. I don't know. I want to not mess this up. Anyway. Oh, I guess he thought I'd say hi, I guess. But, y'all have got to, whoever's out there that, needs to hear this, y'all have got to stop looking at things the way that you do and learn to look, I keep saying this, learn to look at things, backwards, upside down, inverted, outverted, in every which way that you can. Take a mirror to it. Look at numbers by adding them across, even if there's numbers that you can add across, but if you add them a certain way, to get certain numbers there, to see what's there, you just do, I don't know how to explain it. You just manipulate the numbers around to see what you come up with, to see a lot of what the divine is saying. Okay, like if you were to start going through this process, with gematria and, everything else I've been talking about here, you will see this. It's like telling people gold words or diamond words, and like they don't know it yet until they get into it, because I can remember the first time I was hearing people talk about some things, and I'm like, what are they talking about? It took me a while to grasp onto it. It's because they've done this to all of us. They like to come and wipe away your mind so that whatever you used to know when you were young, oh, that gone. They like to put you in school to program. It's just a jail cell. I mean, a prison. The people telling you what to do, when you can do it, and all that kind of stuff. That ain't right. That's some shit. Bullshit. Anyway, y'all have got to stop looking at everything the way that you do. You also need to remember that this is native land, America. Now, if everyone's like, no, government this and all this, well, wake the fuck up, people. The whole government thing that came over here is an infiltration. It's not, from America. It comes from England. At least wake up and realize that. What was life like before all that occurred? If someone is a, a king, queen, a royal person, they would lead their people into how to heal and how to, uh, how to live a more abundant life. Not, people that's, well, I'm here to tax the hell out of you and make you work for me while I sit here in luxury and do nothing. No. Now, the people can have money and luxury stuff like that and still help and teach others how to have their money and luxury. There's a difference here, okay? Major difference. The point being is you're, leading it to be an inspiration, okay? But you have had to have been where they were to do so. You're not going to be able to do it at the top and always at the top and never having gone through anything. You have to have gone through it in order to have the wisdom to tell others. Another thing, how many people have gone through some horrible shit and they feel like, well, I can't forgive myself. Do you think that maybe you went through it, any one of the 9 circles of hell, did you go through what you went through in order to help other people, to help get them out of it? Let's sit there full of shame and guilt and all this stuff. If you heal yourself, you won't feel that. When you're able to forgive yourself, that's when God forgives you. Yeah. Isn't that something? It's when you heal. You heal all the chakras. The chakras are portals. It just is. Like, I don't know what you want to do about it. It still is. I didn't know anything about chakras until I did. And then it's like, you tell people to learn about this, this, and this. No, I'm going to fight you. Okay. Be on your own way then. You see what I'm saying? You either, it's like these people want to be around someone because they're on that healing path and they're more healed than they are, but they don't want to work on themselves. They just want to come and energy vampire off of you, whether they realize they're doing it or not. It's the point of helping people to realize what's going on and what they're doing. That they have mom wounds or dad wounds or whatever it is, or both. Heal it. Stop torturing other people because of your problems, your pain, your issues, or whatever. Get the shit healed. And if you're a family, you got to remember, bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh. A lot of people really don't grasp what that means. Bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh would mean bloodline, wouldn't it? Duh. You know what I mean? It's just a lot of people not really hearing words the way they are, and I get it, and so does the divine order and other people that have been through this, they get it. Okay? We've been all programmed to believe bullshit. Something that's been cooked up to control the masses. Okay? And there's going to be people that may have a real hard time hearing it. Oh, well, you're still going to have to hear it and get used to it. People that actually love you and care about you are going to tell you the truth. That's the thing you need to start realizing. The people that would do the blue pill thing, which is, oh yes, I'll tell you sweet little lies. There's the song, Sweet Little Lies. I mean, come on, y'all. What do you want? You want to be told lies until you get the rudest wake up of your life, or do you want to be woke up before it gets to that part? Because you may be doing some really horrific and embarrassing and horrific things because you wouldn't wake up out of it. It's like trying to help people for it to not go so bad. You either want to listen or you don't. This is about healing. We got all the people out here that, kill the messenger. I can't tell you how many people wanted to, they're still wanting to kill me. They think they kill me, they're not going to have to deal with their karma. Oh, no, Mo Frere, you got to go through it no matter what. No matter what. It's universal law. It's like people, refuse to want to know about universal law. You got these people that are terrified. And it literally does go back to someone who's really scared of their karma, and they're still going to get it anyway. But stay tuned for the next video, because that's going to be exciting. We're revealing something pretty big. All right, y'all. Take care. God bless.